I'm talking about more. But that's more or less you guys anyway, because you lot that join this live, you're mainly watching my second channel, so that's it. But for you lot that are here now, I'm just gonna address this quickly. I'm not trying to make this too long. So obviously, if you lot don't know, if you're from America and you're watching, children in the UK, some children will be going back to school on the 1st of June, I think. I don't know if it's the 1st of June, but I know it's somewhere in June. Children will be going back to school. Personally, I do not agree with this. Like, even though I'm in year 11 and I'm not sitting in GCSEs, I do not agree with the fact that children are going back to school, because it's just not safe. And the way our government has been moving, they're not thinking smart. And I feel like a lot of people's lives could have been saved if the government were thinking ahead. But then again, I cannot really argue against this, because if we still had Theresa May as our Prime Minister, I don't even want to imagine what would be happening right now. That's straight facts. I don't even want to think about what would be happening right now. So it's just a thing where we gotta accept what's happening. We gotta accept these changes. But I just do not agree with these kids going back to school, because they do say if you have a weak immune system, you're more susceptible to catching this virus. You feel me? And I just don't think it's safe for children to go back, bro. It's not right. I don't think it's right, because if we find out that children are catching the virus and children are passing away from this, God forbid, but if that happens, this is just messed up, bro. Like, I understand we gotta follow the lockdown rules. We gotta follow the quarantine rules. One of the I don't even know if he's an MP. What's his name again? That bald guy that was talking on the press conference yesterday, that was saying how he didn't regret what he did, because apparently he didn't follow the lockdown rules. He went out to do something that wasn't essential. Da 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 da. And people are just not agreeing with the fact that he did that, and they want him to resign, this, that, and the third. Listen, a lot of people are not following the rules, okay? Personally, I just think this is a big distraction from what's happening right now, okay? There are much more important things that are happening right now that need to be addressed, that need to be looked upon, and this is what I mean when I say our government is not awake. They're not thinking straight. They rather focus on stuff like this, all the drama, rather than thinking about saving people's lives. They, oh God. It's messed up, bro. It's messed up. Like, you lot need to make sure you stay woke, because the way this government is, bro, we're doomed. It's just sad. But at the same time, I'm not mad, because if it was Theresa May, imagine the situation we'd be in right now. You feel me? And I just want to say this, like, even though the government will never read upon what I'm saying or hear what I'm saying, I just do not agree with this. I just simply don't agree with this. Because, yeah, they're sending teachers as well. Teachers, you never know, teachers might be able to catch this virus too. God forbid anything happens, but there's kids going to school right now. Why? You feel me? Like, that shouldn't be happening. Because if you as a prime minister are telling people to stay home, follow the rules, go outside for this, that, or whatever, and you're sending kids to school that could be susceptible to catching this virus, what is that really saying, bro? Now, I don't understand it. And what's funny to me is that people that are getting tested are still getting tested positive for the virus. Yet people are still going outside every day just as if it's a normal summer's day. Like, yeah, it is a normal summer's day, but there's a virus going around. And the annoying thing is that people are not, they're not bringing themselves towards the social distancing, bro. I saw a video of shout out to Denzel Renz, but I saw a video of Renz, and he was on his road or whatever, and and all these people were there and they were dancing candy, but everyone was 2 meters apart. Bro, they're taking it seriously. But that's how everyone should be taking it. But not everyone's taking it seriously. Even people I know personally on Snap, that I have on Snap, they're just going out for fun. You can't be doing that, bro. Like, yeah, you can go out for fresh air. Yeah, you can meet someone, but you're doing that every day. Like, you need to chill out a bit. But to be honest, at the same time, we can't really say, oh, you definitely need to stay inside. You definitely need to do this. Because if you think about it, the virus is not in the air. Some people think the virus is around in the air, thinking that we can breathe into it. But if it was in the air, a lot more people would be dead right now. A lot more people would be dead right now. Because if it was in the air, every single person would be susceptible to catching it. You feel me? And the funny thing is that more people are deciding to be hygienic. But, bro, people like me have been hygienic before this thing was even a coronavirus or whatever. Being hygienic is just life, bro. You just gotta be hygienic overall. But seeing how people are just taking hygiene to an extent where they need to put it into their everyday lives, it's like, bro, weren't you not doing that before? Were you not washing your hands after you use the toilet, before you eat, etc.? Bro, it's mad. It's mad terrible. I just don't. One thing I don't like about this country, they just don't seem to like listen, or they just don't like to follow rules, and that's what really brings this country down. And it's just sad. It's just sad. I don't know what else to say. It's just sad. You feel me? So, what can we do? What can we do, man? What can we do? All I can say to you, Lord, this is why in every single video I told you guys, stay safe, stay hygienic, keep clean, all of that stuff. But it's true, you need to be doing that, because if you're not, then what are you doing to yourself? You're making yourself more susceptible or more vulnerable, I should say, to catching the virus. Like, a lot of elderly people have passed away. Now they want to send kids to school. It's just like, huh? Have you not seen what's been going around, bro? Have you not seen what's happening? Yeah, they want to distract us. The government want to distract us with this. What's his name again? I keep forgetting his name. The bald guy that was speaking. They want to distract us with him and his drama, saying that, oh, what I did, I don't regret what I did at all. I'm not trying to hear that right now. To be fair, I couldn't care less what you did. I couldn't care less if you resign or not. Because there are a lot of people that are defying the lockdown rules or whatever. Okay, people are doing that every day. Why when one man in the government is doing it, everyone's drawing their attention to him? Focus on the people that are more vulnerable right now. Everyone wants to focus on all of this drama, yet lives are being lost, bro. Society is mad. We're doomed for the future, bro. We're doomed. If you honestly think that everything is going to be top notch, for our generation especially, because we're just tapped, bro. We're just tapped as a generation. So if you think